And welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers in the state and around the world. It's a very, very cold day in Chelsea. Probably about 4 or 5 degrees if you're lucky.
It is very cold. Very cold indeed.
As long as you've got a little fire in the
You've got the fire here, got the fireplace going.
Everything's going cool.
Now, before we get into the disappointment of the weekend, we've got another game here.
Yeah, that was one of my probably my top 3 games I've ever played in, Colin.
You unsettled the Demons.
Yeah, we did. We unsettled. It was a drawn game. The second semi-final.
You slipped away from this fellow here, Tommy Parrish,
who was a good footballer, and he's Trevor Dalloway in the background. He went and played with South Melbourne when he played with Banya.
So you got 38 kicks, 11 marks, 3 goals, 5 behinds, score of 6-12. That sounds like a disgrace of a score.
I kicked half a score, Colin, for God's sake.
So, Sportsman of the Week.
For a game of football, which is very rare back in them days, it was always probably rifle shooting or basketball, but that was a big box of plain variety foods.
Yeah, kicked half the score, got all these.
That's a good photo there too.
It's a very good slippery as Neil. Where it gives Tom Parrish more of a elude star Rapagna over Barry Peatling in second semi-final at Rapagna.
Should have been the other way around.
He's a ballet dancer.
Looks a bit like a ballet dancer, doesn't he? But he can fight that.
It looks like he's going to fall over.
Him and I had a couple of blues over the years. Tommy Parrish, yeah. He was a good footballer.
Clashed with him.
And that fella behind him, Trevor, he married Tommy Parrish's sister.
Well, there you have it.
Isn't that a bit of gossip?
Inbred. They're inbred.
No, not inbred at all.
What are their babies going to be like?
But Trevor Dalloway played with South Melbourne. I wonder if he's still alive.
No, he's... call out to, what's his name?
Who?
The guy on the back.
Yeah, give him a ring.
Call, if you're not watching this,
yeah, give me a ring.
039776.
Tell you and the viewers in this. I checked on my total videos.
Yeah.
3 days.
Total hits.
And it's gone up 400.
400.
You know where it's gone? I just happened to tune in and check it out. It's gone up. We've got 630 hits on my 1961 grand final.
Oh, someone's got
onto it. That's worth win.
Someone's got
onto it. 3 days.
Someone's got onto it.
I know the Channel 31's got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've shown it.
Are they allowed to do that?
Copyright.
Could we sue them for millions?
Could sue their pants off them.
Really?
Yep.
We could.
I don't know. It's yours.
I told you a couple of
your
weeks
material on YouTube is copyrighted.
It's your voice too.
Oh, well, using my voice for promos.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Let's start litigation. Now let's get into the game. Enough waffle. Enough waffle.
Dead right. Enough waffle.
Chelsea versus Mornington. Give us the crowd and the conditions, Barry.
The crowd was pretty good, and the conditions pretty wet as usual. Well, not as usual.
Just damp.
Damp. It didn't affect the game. It was just
mizzle, drizzle.
Freezing cold.
Freezing cold.
Too cold to rain anyway.
Too cold. Yeah, it's very cold. It's been cold the last week.
Look, Colin, the first quarter.
Let's talk about the first quarter first.
I actually wrote a few.
Did you have the changes though?
Yeah, I got the changes. I'll give you in a minute.
Yeah.
Mornington just destroyed in the first quarter. And listen, the kicking for a goal, I've never seen it like it. Third last.
Kicking from everywhere.
9-1. And they were just kick them over their head and sideways. We kicked 1 goal.
1 goal.
Second quarter, we fought back a little bit. But they were too strong in here and too strong all over the ground, Colin.
It was all over by the first quarter.
Michael Gay and our man Jacko Carver broke even today, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think he might have just finished the nose in front, Gay, but he was getting the knockouts and belting them about 40 yards down the ground.
Right.
But our man, he's going to be a star, mate, I'll tell you now. Of course, they're out marking us, too strong all over the ground. At half time, Chelsea 4-1 to 14-5. It's unbelievable.
10 goals. 10 goals.
14-5. Now, Bradley Clark had 20 yards into back went quite hard. And Jackson Roder was breaking heel with Tyson Gay, or whatever his first name is. So that was a half-time score. And then the second half was our best quarter probably for the year, because we always get whacked 8 or 9, 10 goals in the third quarter.
So
but we actually kicked 4 goals, I think it was. There were 4 goals at half time, and we finished 8. Okay. But we only kicked 3 more points after that. But it was
so
the third quarter was pretty good.
Yeah. And so the fourth quarter?
The last quarter we just kept rolling and kicking. They just kept rolling on, just doing what they want to do and taking marks all around the game. We outmarked all day, Colin, and out-bustled. We've got to get some bigger units next year.
What was the end of this?
Well, then but we outscored. As I said, we outscored Mornington in the third quarter, but the last quarter Jackson Cole, he's just captain. Takes about 10 marks, kicked about 4 or 5 goals. But I can't believe they're second last.
Yeah.
They're a good side. I say, Jackson Cole's a star, can take the big grab and kick. It kicks 60-metre goals, Cole. No, there's 25-yard goals, 60 metres, blank straight through the middle. But they were just too good and just too strong, and we just got annihilated, especially in the first quarter.
Yeah, right.
They can kick 9 goals one. It's the second bottom side, and we were on top of them, weren't we?
That's crazy. Yeah, not anymore.
We were on top until that game, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only by percentage.
Yeah, but they've kicked 9. We've kicked 1.
Crazy.
But the final score was Mornington 21-11 to Chelsea 8-7.
Give us the goal kickers, Barry.
The goal kickers, I've got them over here, separate summary. Where do I put down? To Backman.
Yeah, kicked 4.
I've got to mention him. He played, that's his best game.
Kicked 4.
Backman kicked 4. Matty Baxter 2. He played all right in the Owing Spurs. Who's that? Geordie Marshall, he kicked a nice goal, a young fella. He's only 17, this fella. And Tony Gardner kicked 1. But,
so that's the goal kickers. Give us your group of best players.
The best players, well, Bradley Clark, he's been holding the back line again the last few weeks. Toddy Gardner, the backman for his 4 goals. Silver come back in.
Yep.
I told those fellas had to come back. Silver and Travis Graham. Matty Baxter kicked a couple of nice goals.
So that's a group of best players.
Travis Graham.
Graham, yeah. Now let's have a look at your votes. 1 vote.
1 vote to Bradley Clark.
Right. 2 votes.
2 votes to Jordan Backman.
Best game, and 3 votes.
Toddy Gardner. I seen his finger. Remember I told you about his finger?
Yeah, dislocated or something.
It's still. But he played an enormous game, I'll tell you. Now, you wouldn't know. Look, when you got a dislocated finger, Colin, and apparently his old man was telling me last week, he's in pain all the time.
Right.
But you wouldn't have known to watch him play.
Right.
He's a little superstar.
Yeah, superstar. So he gets again the cherries. He gets the 3 votes.
Yeah.
This week. So, yep. Okay, Barry. Well, tell us what's happening next week.
Next week we're playing Edithvale Asphodel on a Sunday.
Yep.
As I just said before we come on here, I don't know why we play on Sundays, 2 games.
Yep.
Why is Chelsea Edithvale?
Let us know. Phone in, email, text us.
Someone knows.
Put it on Instagram.
Snake, if you watch this video, you only watched it. See if you can find out why. It's been going since I've been watching, 20 years. Yeah. Why is it we've got to play?
It's a point of difference, maybe. I don't know. So it's a crazy one. Anthony Lewis.
I was just going through the scores in the paper yesterday, and another BOG for Anthony Lewis. And apparently Ryan Stewart, I was talking to him on Facebook last week about the video with when I done the video with Ryan Stewart last year. I was talking about we might do it. Let's get Anthony Lewis and Ryan Stewart duo video.
Wow. Yeah.
And Stewie wants to do it, but I think Louis will probably see it. I put the thing on yesterday. So, and there's a big 206
reunion. I saw that
next Sunday.
You know the funny thing is that Chelsea won in 66, 86, and 06. Yeah. 20 years apart.
Yeah, seen that.
So the next time they'll win it is 2026.
No, what are we at? 216 is it now, is it?
Yeah, but every 20 years.
Every 20 years?
Yeah, every 66, 86 and 206.
You're
and then
in
the year 2929, if we still are alive,
that's all, yeah,
they'll win it next.
So what I might do, it's next Sunday week. Man, that's the 3rd of July. That's the day after the election. But what's today? Monday.
The 27th of June. All day.
So it'll be Sunday week.
Sunday week, yeah.
So we'll all...
no, it's next Sunday, yeah. Oh, but...
Oh, how can't, it can't be next... Can we play football next Sunday?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So.
This must be in the evening.
Possibly it'd be an evening.
So what I'll do, it's $30 to go in for that reunion.
Yeah, you're telling the viewers what you're doing?
Well, this is how I'll probably get the two of them together, because they were playing.
You want to have a little interview?
Well, they were playing.
Okay.
Well, he wanted another video done of himself, Stewie.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well, we'll see if you can get some exclusive video there. So that's next week. There's going to be all sorts of action.
No, we'll do Louis and Stewie probably at
the do. Yeah.
At the do, yeah.
Okay, good.
So if you're watching this, Stewie, leave a message on Facebook or whatever, or Louis. But Louis got
on
best
your
on
hashtag tag or whatever it is.
Louis got the best on it. That's his third best in a row.
He does it. He's a marvel.
He's a superstar, mate.
Cheerios, Barry.
Cheerios.
Got a few Cheerios, including Tony Cornwall.
Oh, I got a big thing to say about Tony Cornwall. Yeah, he's a superstar, mate. He calls me a superstar. I said, mate, you're a superstar.
Anyway, Cheerios.
Cheerios to Maria, May, Nicole. I got a phone call from PH last week. He's alright.
He's alright.
Yeah.
He's back from the dead.
So everything's
He's been resuscitated.
I hope things going alright, PH, Sandy and Carlos here, because it's freezing down there, Colin. Lisa, not beg your pardon. Where's that camera? Turn it off for a minute, Turn it off.
There we go. Here I am.
Here I am. Just here.
There we go.
Oh, you
got all the skills.
Now,
there we go.
There we are. This is for Tony. Tony, my...
Hello, Tony Pepperoni.
This is Tony's Cornwall's request to see you, and a few other people wanted to see your face, Colin.
Well, there we
go. I showed your face last year. So Tony Cornwall, here he is. He's a man with... He said he's got the perfect voice. I said, well,
Well, I haven't got the perfect voice. I've got a good face for radio.
He's a menace in that business, and he does a bit of talking. So
there we go.
So you got that.
What a privilege.
That's for you, Tony.
That's for you, Tony Pepperoni.
Tony Macaroni.
So, good on you, Tony. And your cousin,
yeah, I must mention.
Here we go. So you got a story with it.
Oh yeah, he when he was he does a bit of directing movies, and he's been in Neighbours, and he was very good friends with Lillian Marsh and Dougie Wallace and Greg Chappell in the pub. Same. Can you believe that when he was telling me there yesterday, people had killed just to see him. He mates with him. He's mates with Dennis Lilly.
Yeah.
And he's very good friends with Kevin Sheedy. Can you believe it?
Well, they're both legends of the game.
They're all legends.
Kevin Sheedy wasn't really a legend player.
Everyone knows Kevin Sheedy.
But as a man, coach and whatnot.
Great and everything. So Tony Cornwall, you're a superstar, and you've seen the man behind the camera there. So
what a privilege.
We'll be very happy about that. But here's my first cousin, my mother's sister's son.
Wow.
I haven't spoken to him for probably 20 years.
Quite the repertoire.
I haven't seen him for 40 years. But he's kicked on. I mean, he's got a lot of things to do with Neighbours.
Yeah.
He's got the gift of the gab, mate.
Yeah,
so that's your little play for you, Tony Cornwall, because you're a star. He calls me a superstar. He watched all the videos.
Does he?
Yeah.
Keeps himself busy.
He's a, what do you call him, subscriber.
Oh, well, obviously he's a relative of yours, a cousin's, your mother's first cousin.
First cousin. We're talking about so I stand there, we're talking about 2 hours.
Right here.
Right there where he's got the camera.
Was he here, or on the phone talking to him?
On the 80.
On the
80 Cologne's phone.
Oh, on the 80 Cologne. I was just showing the viewers live that's where it happened. Amazing scenes, but that's where the spot that you were talking to Tony.
All about Dennis Lilly, and I mean, would you
that spot there is almost as famous as Dennis Lilly.
Would you pay money to shake Dennis Lilly's hand?
No.
I would.
I wouldn't.
And Dougie Wallace and Greg Chappell and...
Well, they're all, stars of the game.
They were...
all legends of the game.
They were the superstars, mate, but his friends, they all know him. And they met a couple of ladies too.
Hello.
Dennis Lilly, they took him in a cab. He was in a big car accident. He was lucky. And Dennis Lilly, Tony, on the back of the cab, Tony's head cracked Dennis Lilly's skull.
Wow.
In that car accident.
They cracked it. Wow.
Oh, nearly dead, I tell you.
Wow.
So yeah, Tony, he's a superstar, mate.
Okay.
Enough of that. So what else have I got to talk about?
Any more Cheerios?
No, don't. Oh yeah, got another news viewer in South Australia. A lady's called Elma. Very nice lady she is too. She watches the video. She got on YouTube, and cheerio to you, Elm. I hope you're having a good day. It's freezing cold down here. But that's really about all I've got to say about it. But I have to mention that Tony. I've never spoke to any person that like in my life. But he's talking all about growing up and all that stuff.
So some good vision. So is that it for the Cheerios?
That's it. Just about it for everything, I think. We've covered a bit of territory.
Fair bit of territory.
But I just can't. Who did EDS go yesterday?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But
they're up in the top 5, aren't they?
I think so. I think they're 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But
anyway, that's about all we got for today.
And that's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me. I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.
They had the run. They were on their toes going. We were just we're chasing tail. But we responded. Lucky, that last probably minute, if not the stag one, it would have put the icing on the cake. But we responded, and that's fantastic. Same thing, boys. It's better when we run. We get on our bikes, okay? They were doing it. Let's find space. That's what this at half time. Honour anyone who finds space, but if we're going that way, don't honour if he's over there. But I don't reckon that's not the go. That 45 hit up, those forwards are leading nice and hard. So,
boys, watch number 2 as well. He's always since he goes third man up. Third man up. Watch him.
Okay, this is 20 minutes of football. First option. Do not over possess the ball. And the option, and when we do get the ball, it's got to be clean. It's got to be clean. Not under pressure. A clean possession. And bang, a deep entry into the forward line. Boys, we spoke before the game. We have got so much to gain from this. So much to gain and more to lose. It just gets back to each and every one of you, whether you want it hard or not. We knew it was going to be a bit of a slog. We knew from the get-go. But you guys have got to dig deep and find something for 20 minutes. Don't piss it up against the wall because you want to bring it on and off when you like. It's about working together. Now we're starting. Jalen, Whelan, Keefe, Madaffrey, Caspers, Dyer. Back six, nice and tight, okay? Leachy, Nightingale, Bailey, Curtis, Lukey Pickett, Stevens, Spook, Chevy, Charity. Okay, Burke, Knowles and Allsep. As I said, Berkey with Pickett, Knowles with Charity, Allsep with Stevens. We know our bench rotations. Come in, nice and tight. Come on, boys. This is it, boys. This is it. This is the last roll of dice. We can't afford to drop these games. We drop these games, we will not pick them back up. We lose them forever. Okay? We've got too much to at stake to let it go away and piss it up against the wall. Guys, dig deep, find something. Come on, boys.
Quarter, boys.
Go, Noel, get him over the line. Really good quarter. You fucking don't think the credit bank's equal now. That was disgusting, that first quarter, and that effort was what we expect. But you're going to have to raise the bar again because we got that far behind. The effort has to go harder and higher. You can't turn it up here. Last week we go back. Last week same thing. Similar situation. We probably played a better quarter footy than our third. You've got to fucking own this contest. Own the contest right to the end of the game. Toddy, really good quarter there.
Brilliant.
Graham, fantastic. Put it on the line. Two forwards look dangerous again because we're getting the right entrance. Is that right, Fox? You look like you're a chance all the time, and you feel like that. Great work in the back half. Ben Graham again. Okay, same thing, but you're going to have to take the game off. Yep. Everyone's going to have to take the game off. Here we go. Roll it, boys. They'll be a bit tired, and that we're just going to have to really. But let's try and get our legs going through the middle and deeper inside 50. So no shallow transition kicks across the ground when we can go deeper inside 50. When we get deeper inside 50, our ground ball was much better, but it needs to get better again. Okay. Really good with in the midfield. I thought that you guys really showed plenty. So that's how we're going to start. Really solid. All the clearances, tackles, inside 50s, everything up. Nice. Come on. Come on. Keep grinding. Got to go. You just got to keep going. The thing we'll be looking for now is to measure is this the type of guy that I can take with me on the journey that we're going? Because I know we can play the type of football for the journey, but I want to know if we've got the right type of people.
Come on!
They come out ready.
They were ready. Yeah, they were ready. Were we ready, do you think, or? No. So we probably need to address some preparation. Yeah.
I think we were ready. We just sort of got a bit outsmarted. I think. Like we were going 4 blokes into the ball, and they were only having 1 or 2, and then 2 holding out, creating that outer circle. So then if we got it out, they were there, and that's why they felt like they were running all over us. We probably just didn't adapt to how they were going.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's partly how I saw it. What I see is when we struggle, is that we're not willing to accept that at some stage in the game you have to play the game on the opposition's turn. Yeah? And that's what you've got to learn, because that's how you lose. That's a loser mentality. A loser mentality is a lot of things, guys who don't try, and guys who give up, or, you know, took up and all that sort of stuff. That's one aspect of it, and that's the aspect that we don't have to deal with, alright? You're all good guys, and we know that. But what happens is that when you lose, you play your own way, and play a little bit inside the way that you want to play, the way that you've grown up. Okay? When you play at this level, at this type of footy, you must play the game on the opposition's terms if they're in charge. Yeah? So we go and lock down, we get that out of circle, we make sure we close it up, and we just hold on and hold on. Then in the third quarter, when we get our run on and our inside 50s are up, game's on our terms, game's back on. So you look at that, that third quarter, fantastic, inside 50s we win, you know, our running players, Todd and Travi and those guys really got on their bike, and it was looking really, really good. But at the first quarter, you were the same blokes out there. So, weren't on your bike, or weren't on your man, or couldn't play that opposite level of the footy. Alright? The other thing that was probably the disappointing thing at the start was we dropped our heads a little bit. So, instead of playing on their terms and going, fuck, this is a bit embarrassing, I better have a crack, we just sort of went even further in ourselves. That comes with losing. That's hard. That's the hard part of losing. That's the thing we've got to address to be a winner. Alright? In the second half, we carried the footy. Deeper entries. You know, our intensity was good. It was good to play up there, Geordie, I imagine, second half. You were good in the first half, and second half, you could see opportunities starting to unfold. So, in a nutshell, that's where we're at. So we could go, I could go off pat and go crazy, but I now know who's going to play on the terms that we want and the terms that the opposition set, and that's really, really important information. Because when there's no pressure on, when they're 50 points up and they can do what they like, and if they don't try as hard, and we try hard and we look okay, that's not the time to be good. The time to be good was when we were under pressure in that first quarter, and we need to address that, whether it's coaching or to some degree. I have a really good think about that, but we need to go, fuck, they've just kicked 4 goals, what the hell are we going to do about it? Because we would have overrun them if it had been a 4-goal difference, we would have, but when it's 9 goals, you just ask for too much. Spread was better in the second half. Hardness was much better in the second half. Tackle count was up, we won the tackles. Inside 50s were up, we won that. So, albeit for the fact that you're 9 goals down and chasing all the time, and your intensity meters off the scale trying to get back into the game, we probably had a really good second half. Alright, training on Tuesday, I'll leave you leaders to organise it. You probably need to have, I think you were hoping to have a meeting anyway at some stage, so I heard that, so I open up that opportunity. You organise the training. Thursday night, we're back down. Want to lighten up the mood and put some fun into it, so make sure you're in your AFL gear or some old footy gear. See if your dad, uncle or Dave might have some for you. Make sure that someone's got a jumper for you or something that you can come in that looks different. We're going to have different coaching on the night as well, so we'll do the stuff that we think's relevant to Edithvale, and then we'll work on from there. Alright, that's disappointing, and I guess now we can say the season's gone south, and we've just got to work hard and look like every game now is it's a grand final for us. We've got to prepare like we're right on the line every week. Alright, if we don't prepare like that, then we're going to have more of those type of beatings. So people will come and they'll instead of what they've seen us as in the first 4 weeks, they said, fuck, they're hard, they're really hard to beat, they're fucking all over us, they tackle, their intensity's off the scale. Now they'll go, we know when we get them, we've got them for the day. So we've got to that's the bit we've got to turn around, alright? So see you all at training on Tuesday. With your leadership meeting and with your meeting, make sure that the meeting is not about, some guys will need the finger pointed at them for training attendance, the effort on the training track. Happy for those conversations to take place. I'll be talking to some guys about that. But it's got to be about where do we go from here and what are we prepared to do together. Yeah, as a group. That's what it's got to be.
Just a hand. Anyone that put their hand up who can't come upstairs right now.
Compulsory. Captain's called it. Unlike recovery, we've got fuck all there. There's no excuse. You get up there. No one needs to be anywhere at 4:30.
Minimum. Yeah. We have to be at 5 o'clock on a Saturday.
Show your face for 20 minutes. Don't just pop up and fuck off.
Yeah, make sure you're up there for a beer.
Cool.